Hey, Leon.
What's that?
Which one's your favorite Will Smith? Is it the oh hell no Will Smith, or is it the damn Will Smith?
Nah, dog. They ain't neither one of them. To have a proper Will Smith, you have to use slang that's about 7 years outdated.
You know, I don't have no problem pimp slapping the shiznit out of Andy Warhol.
What? It's funny, he goes back to the 60s and finally his slang is a little bit updated. When you look at him, you like see him like before, you think back to Men in Black 1. The whole thing was like, hey, he was a young guy who was starting his job. He had old man K teaching him the ropes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But now they try to do that shtick, and it's like you almost 50.
It's like they didn't even let him rap on this.
Yeah, he ain't a Fresh Prince no more.
No. Yeah, the expiration date's old on that bread right there. Will Smith got mold on him.
And the thing is, it's good they teamed him up with Tommy Lee Jones again, because that dude looks like a melting candle from the planet of old.
I tell you, it's good to have some form of Tommy Lee Jones in there, because those guys, they still work well together. You got Will Smith returning as Agent J, who is going back in time to work with the younger Agent K. And that young Tommy Lee Jones that we see in this movie is Josh Brolin.
That guy does a hell of an impression.
No, you're right. I'm like thinking, man, maybe he is actually Tommy Lee Jones.
Like he's really Tommy Lee Jones?
Don't know it.
You need to turn electricity down on that damn thing. Can't taste my freaking tongue, Kay.
How do you know my name?
In every one of these Men in Black movies, it never feels like a threat, because they was talking about this alien is a danger to Earth. Jermaine Clemens as Boris the animal. It's always one dude. It's always like one guy.
Which is why it feels so stupid.
Most of the humor that works in it is when they go back to 1969. I was hating the beginning of the movie. Once you get to the point where it's just a parade of alien creatures on the screen, one after another, that's always enjoyable to see. There's some great set design in here. That's why I love the 60s part. And Will Smith still plays well with Tommy Lee Jones. And Will Smith himself goes between being, as we say, that Will Smith that's still trying to be that cool Will Smith from the 80s to being Will Smith that we know and love today. I give it a little matinee.
Despite all the special effects and aliens, the script is just so weak. I'm going to forget this movie. It's a high rental.
I thought there was really cool alien design. I give them points for not falling back on the aliens from the previous two films, but there's practically no script here at all. I'm going to give it a high rental as well.
This is a goddamn rental. We've seen plenty of cool, interesting sci-fi story ideas, even on television with Doctor Who. And there's like a plethora of sci-fi stories out there where I'm like, wow, this is what you guys came up with after all these years.
I actually heard one of the most racist things about this. They were like, they stopping all these extraterrestrials and they can't stop Mexicans from coming to the country. I was like, what?
MIB, the B is for Border Patrol.
Yeah.
Trying to make it